All right, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, my name is Max Garza III. For those of you just joining us, I'm calling in out of North America. Tonight you're going to hear the amazing story of the Power on Xpress, their explosive cryptocurrency coin, the XECoin, and our parent company, XERGonics. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a little more about myself. I am a professional investor and trader, and what I see going on right now with cryptocurrency and blockchain technology around the world, to me, is just phenomenal. And the reason why I say that, ladies and gentlemen, because just a few years ago, we're reading the white paper on Bitcoin, and it was valued at less than 4/10 of a penny. And in today's market, it's literally hovering anywhere between $1,000 to $1,300 per Bitcoin, guys. And many people had timing, right? Many of us have seen very disruptive technology in our lifetimes. When I was a kid, I still remember the internet, right? I didn't know what the internet was. I was a kid. I didn't know what email was. I didn't know what HTML meant, but I knew that I could click a button and send an email around the world, right? No more stamps and writing letters. And it was amazing. Somebody demystified that conversation for me. And I remember back then, if you wanted to literally use internet, you had to be like a computer science guy, and you had to teach people, right? And in today's world, if you would have told me that my mom would be using an iPad to send email with one click of a button, I would have told you that you're absolutely crazy. My mom's almost 70 years old, and she is a technology guru, right? So the world is changing as we know it, ladies and gentlemen. But the thing about Bitcoin and blockchain technology is the reason why people love it, ladies and gentlemen, is because it is decentralized. It's not like a central bank that has a focal point that can be hacked, right? Many of us have heard about banks getting hacked. Many of us have heard about like Home Depot getting hacked, the United States government. Whenever you have a central focal point, obviously many people can penetrate that focal point. And as you know, with Home Depot, when they got hacked, they had about 1 million to 2 million people with information around the internet, right, just freely. And so this is one of the main reasons why people love cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. It's decentralized. It's on a peer-to-peer network. So it's way more secure. It's way more efficient. And you're taking out intermediaries in the future. So basically, you'll be saving your clients a lot of money, right, and time, because actually, like I tell people, global remittance around the world is like a $580 billion industry, right? And that is just sending money, right, in layman terms. But with blockchain technology, guys, you'll no longer have to wait 3 to 5 days for a bank wire. Literally, you have a Bitcoin wallet or an XECoin wallet in the future, and you want to send it around the world, one click of a button, boom, it's there. That's what's very exciting about the technology that we're going to talk about tonight. Now, this screen that you see right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a website that I go to daily just to do my research and to follow the trends and price graphs. But this is coinmarketcap.com. The reason why I like talking about Bitcoin and the parallels with the XECoin is because, again, none of us can jump in a time machine and go back to 2009, 2010 and get Bitcoin at a penny, 10 cents, right? None of us can go back and buy Ethereum's EtherCoin at a penny or 10 cents. But guess what? The very first cryptocurrency that's backed by a green commodity, a green asset, guys. The XECoin is going to be backed by not just green energy, guys, carbon credits, physical products and services from our parent company. The value in that is, you know, 1,000-fold, guys. Reason being, you got to remember, right now, Bitcoin, as much as people love it, it's very volatile. It's fiat currency, just like the United States dollar. So it has a lot of bubbles, right? People make a lot of money on short or long sales. But at the end of the day, you know, you have to really be able to read these graphs. Now, the beautiful thing about the XECoin is right now, XERGonics, our parent company, is backing every XECoin with 10 cents of clean, green, renewable energy. So as an example, guys, on your screen, you see Bitcoin, right? And Bitcoin right now has a market cap of about $17 billion. The price per Bitcoin on open exchanges is $1,052.63, and actually it's lost about 5.62% value over the last 24 hours. But guys, if you look at the total market cap of cryptocurrency around the world, we're talking about $24 billion, and Bitcoin has about a 71.1% dominance of that. Now, obviously, Ethereum, guys, just a few months ago, Ethereum was being traded at less than $1, and obviously now it's at $43.71. Dashcoin in March of 2015 was being traded at $1.55 per Dash, and right now it's at $101.24. Monero, same thing, guys. Now it's at $21.44. The list goes on and on and on, ladies and gentlemen. The beauty of this is obviously as these cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology provide value to ecosystems around the world, people are going to purchase it, right? They're going to use it in their daily lives. And the beauty of what we're creating with the XECoin is obviously we already have the ecosystem building around the coin. Now, many of you that obviously are looking at our internal exchange, literally look at right now our internal exchange for the Power on Xpress was launched a few days ago, and in 24 hours, look at this volume, guys. 26,098 euros. Right now, the last price of our XEU was 12 cents. Market change was just minus 7.69. That will fluctuate, guys, because obviously a lot of people, as we create more demand and we have less supply, that price point is going to change, right? Not just the price point, but the market change, because we have more and more marketing partners from around the world that are coming on board. They see the value in a coin that's going to have stability and price point for decades to come. So let's get started with our presentation, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So once again, thank you very much for your time. We know that you could be doing a gamut of other things, but you're spending some time learning about the Power on Xpress. We call this the Business 1.0 presentation. So our company has a very clear vision, guys. It's to create a better, cleaner, and cheaper way to provide energy to the world. At the same time, creating the world's most powerful green asset-backed cryptocurrency, the XECoin. Now, tonight we're going to talk about three massive industries: blockchain technology, energy storage, and network marketing. Guys, blockchain technology is going to change human culture for decades to come. The reason being, guys, is that the technology is allowing everything from Wall Street to central banks to understand that you can have more efficiency and more security in the blockchain. Right now, if somebody tried to hack the Bitcoin blockchain, it would cost them $500 billion every 10 minutes just to try and hack the blockchain. And ultimately, guys, what's going to happen, our XECoin is going on Ethereum's blockchain, which is smart contract technology. So many of you that have heard about natural disasters around the world, imagine countries like Haiti, right, where totally annihilated their country. But what's beautiful about what's going on with blockchain technology, many of those people in that country literally lost land deeds because they're all on paper, right? And so when the hurricane hit, many people were arguing about who owned what land, what was going on. And now with blockchain technology in the future, guys, those land deeds will go on a smart contract blockchain like Ethereum, right? Driver registrations, voter records, medical records, solar power purchase agreements, energy storage contractual agreements. The list goes on and on and on, ladies and gentlemen. And you're seeing this technology right at its very genesis. Last year alone, there was about $2 billion worth of venture capital that was put into blockchain technology and companies, guys. That's powerful. Now, when we talk about energy storage, the whole world is changing as we know it when it comes to energy, right? Many countries are moving towards more renewable sources of energy, like solar PV systems, hydro systems, wind turbines, biomass. The list goes on and on and on. Guys, our infrastructure around the world when it comes to utility grids is very old. We're talking about technology from the 40s, 50s, and 60s. So I joke with my colleagues and I say, man, if Thomas Edison was still alive, he'd still know how our grids work. That's how old and how much upgrades we need for our utility grids. So energy storage is going to be a huge, huge market in the future. Reason being is so many countries, so many continents really on planet Earth right now are trying to take as much electricity grid or as much of electricity load off their grid as possible, because you hear all these stories about rolling blackouts from California to New York, as an example. You hear about Central America and Mexico not having energy for days, for weeks, right? So energy storage solutions are going to allow people not just to become their own micro-utilities, but to have access to utility infrastructure moving forward. Now, when we talk about network marketing, ladies and gentlemen, you got to remember it's the greatest distribution channel on the face of the planet. This is why $183 to $200 billion worth of products and services were moved through network marketing distribution channels last year alone. And that amount is only going up, ladies and gentlemen. So at the end of the day, because somebody cared enough about your family, they're putting you in front of this information because they know that you can hit a financial grand slam. So now, let's talk about cryptocurrency. In just 8 years, Bitcoin has dominated the market with a cap of $17 billion. And you saw that on the first slide or at the very beginning of this presentation. The value started at less than 1 penny. That's right, guys. And today's value is around $1,000 per Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is disrupting the concept of money and has opened the door for other digital currencies and blockchain technology globally. Remember, guys, there are a lot of alternative coins, but for the very first time in history, you're going to hear tonight about the XECoin that is the very first green asset-backed cryptocurrency. Carbon credits are going to back our XECoin, and physical products from an amazing parent company that we have named Xtragonics. Now, the potential of altcoins, for those of you that got on the webinar early, guys, you got to see coinmarketcap.com, and I advise everybody, guys, on a daily basis, check to see what's going on in the market, because many people that follow us on Facebook, in our groups, are seeing, how we make money, sharing information and showing people what cryptocurrency and blockchain technology are. And that right now, ladies and gentlemen, is at its genesis. So as more and more people from around the world gravitate to this technology, you have access to be able to make money. The reason why I say that, guys, is only about 2.5 billion people on planet Earth have access to banking infrastructure. So imagine if we have about 7.5 billion global citizens, imagine the market that you have to show people how to get started with cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. Now, when we talk about XECoin or XEC, it's just like Bitcoin. XECoin's value is based upon supply and demand. However, XECoin is 100% underwritten by stored energy generated from current and future assets and revenues of Xtragonics, creating a cryptocurrency with a true intrinsic value. Now remember, guys, Bitcoin is a fiat currency just like the United States dollar. It's not backed by gold, it's not backed by silver, it's not backed by notes, it's backed by trust and supply and demand. This is why you see so many bubbles with Bitcoin. Literally, guys, Saturday, my company bought Bitcoin at $946 per Bitcoin, and then by the following day, it was up to around $1,100 already. So what I tell people is, yeah, there's a lot of bubbles and we can make money, but there's also a lot of risk involved when you see a lot of volatility with fiat currencies around the world. So this is why people are really going to love our XECoin, because it's going to have stability in open exchanges around the world, but it's also going to have valuation for decades to come. So now let's talk a little more about energy storage. Through 2020, Navigant forecasts over 29.4 gigawatts of new storage capacity to be deployed worldwide across all sectors, and a compound annual growth rate of 60%. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 gigawatt can power 725,000 homes, and that number is only growing. It's almost doubling every single year. It's ridiculous. Now, on your screen, guys, this is an article from the McKinsey Group. It's called The New Economics of Energy Storage. And to summarize it, it basically says that energy storage can make money right now. Finding the opportunities requires digging into real-world data. Now, guys, as we talked about previously, many countries, many continents, really, because everybody is gravitating towards, renewable energy sources. But because of that, guys, because so many people are installing solar PV systems on their residential homes, businesses, industrial complexes, many of them need energy storage solutions for decades to come. And you are hearing the story first, so you'll be able to educate people around the world on our energy storage solutions. Pretty powerful. So now let's talk about the Xtragonics energy storage. Xtragonics is one of the leading producers of distributed energy storage system technology, a pioneer in this industry today, and product provider for the Power On Xpress. Now, combining advanced nanotechnology with proven power management enables Xtragonics to provide efficient energy storage systems that are portable, modular, and can easily be tied to existing infrastructure. Storing energy is now easier, and it's in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. So this stunningly good-looking man right here, his name is Don Nasanka. He's our Xtragonics founder. He's a chairman, president, and CEO. He's the founder of Kokum America and Dow Kokum, the first lithium polymer plant in the U.S. He's also been honored by the Lumina Foundation, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, for his contribution to education and the idea of the Innovation Campus. Guys, he's also been honored by former U.S. President Barack Obama. And we got to meet this gentleman in Anaheim, California. He is a very down-to-earth man, but he is hyper-intelligent. I was asking, I've been selling energy for 13, going on 14 years. I was asking him questions, and he was spitting out answers. and he literally has a huge vision, guys, for where we're going as a company. But there is no story that we can basically put out to the world that would be better than Don Nasanka's, guys. This gentleman has a huge heart. He cares about people. He wants to change people's financial futures and also the way they have access to things like bioagriculture, energy storage solutions, et cetera, guys. This guy is going to take us to levels we have never seen with any other company. And ultimately, guys, what I tell people is this. Obviously Steve Jobs did an amazing job with Apple, right? But I literally, after talking and meeting with Don Nasanka, I think he's the Steve Jobs of energy storage solutions. And I think that you've actually hit a financial grand slam hearing this information before hundreds of millions of people out there. Now, how we back the XECoin, guys. On your screen, this is a 40-foot shipping container, guys. In this container, you can put about 6 to 7 ESS towers. Now, the beauty of these portable modular energy storage systems, guys, is that if you put 2 of these back to back, you could basically power about 800 residential homes. Now, guys, they produce between 1 megawatt to 4 megawatts of power per hour. But the beauty of it, guys, is that you can connect them to conventional energy plants, hydro systems, solar PV systems, wind turbines. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we are capturing 67% of the wasted energy so that we can provide our customers cheaper, cleaner, and better energy for decades to come. And all of this commerce goes to underwrite our XECoin in global markets around the world. So this is our investment trust, guys. This is our Vertigo, Bioactis, and Coda Energy. This will go to underwrite our XECoin in global exchanges around the world. Now let's talk a little more about the products, right? So on your screen, guys, this is a distributed energy storage system. Remember, we're talking about people actually having access to utility grid infrastructure because Exergonics is able to provide these types of products and services, guys. Imagine those people in Central America, Mexico, Africa, Asia that don't have access to utility poles and wires, right? In the future, that will change because they'll be able to come through you to get the information to be able to have access to utility grid infrastructure. Pretty exciting. Now, we're going to talk about the exchange energy units because this is where it all begins. Now, the exchange energy units, or the XEU, XE units are the product that members get when they purchase a power plan with the Power On Xpress. Now, an XEU is a proprietary unit of energy, initially 1 watt, which can be utilized within the Vertigo product range or sold on the XEU platform. Now, the batteries store the energy when it is cheap and they discharge it at peak demands. XEU usage, guys, I'm going to explain how this all works because at the end of the day, there's a lot of parallels with what we're doing with other cryptocurrencies. But here with your XEU usage, it can be traded amongst members on the XEU platform. It can be redeposited into our loyalty award program. It can be converted to XECoin and transferred to your hot wallet, just like Bitcoin. But my personal favorite, guys, and the one that gives me goosebumps when I read it every time, it can be traded on public exchanges. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we right now are going, our coin is getting reprogrammed to go on the Ethereum blockchain because of their smart contract technology, guys. The beauty of this is when we hit the global exchanges, the public exchanges, people from around the world will be able to buy our XECoin 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, basically creating more demand, right? So as we create more demand from our ecosystem and people around the world, the price of that XECoin will steadily start to rise, guys. Again, this is why you're seeing something at its very genesis. And I tell people this all the time. Timing is to business as location is to real estate. And right now, nobody has better timing than you do. So now let's get off to a fast start. It will never be easier than now. On your screen, ladies and gentlemen, these are our digital XECoin currency power plans. Everything from a power plan 1 to a power plan 7. Now these price points are in euros. As an example, a power plan 1 is 199 euros. Our most popular plan around the world right now, guys, is the power plan 5, and that's 5,099 euros. Now we'll use this as an example since many of you around the world have purchased this power plan 5. Now within the power plan 5, guys, you'll be awarded 5,000 euros of value of XEUs moving forward. The reason why that's exciting, guys, is because obviously as this coin starts gaining momentum, many of you that have already locked in your power plans are super excited, right? Because not only do you have XEUs, but they're going to be maturing into XECoins in the future. Now, the beauty of what happens, guys, is that it's based on the XEU value from the previous Friday. So as an example, let's say that right now in our internal exchange, it's at 14 cents. So anybody in the future that buys a Power Plan 5 will have 5,000 euros of value in XEUs in their account. Now, when you see PS and GS, that stands for personal sales and group sales. So as an example, this Power Plan 5 has 5,000 euros of personal sales. If let's say you offer this to me, maybe I was in Germany, right, and I really want to buy a package, and I purchased it directly from you, then that would be 5,000 euros of personal sales for your team, right? Now, if let's say you had a marketing partner, and let's just say that he was in Nigeria, and I purchased this Power Plan 5 from him, then you would have 5,000 euros in group sales on your team. Now, this package has 30,000 euros as a binary cap. That just means that's what you can make up to, guys, every single week. And then your binary percentage is 10 to 12%, and that is dependent on your personal sales volume. Now, guys, after 30 days, XEUs can be sold at a rate of 10% per month. The reason why that's exciting, guys, is because they're your XEU units, right? And when they mature to XECoins, they're your coins. You can do whatever you want with them, right? But I tell people this. Obviously, as you buy them at a low valuation, hold on to them for a little while. Let them gain value. And when they reach a level where you're totally comfortable with that valuation, then you can sell them. And anything in between is your profit margin, guys. So daily profits are a good thing. Obviously, when you buy something at a low valuation and make some money off the profit margin, that's great. But also, ladies and gentlemen, what I keep telling people is as the price of the coin goes up, there's going to be less and less XE units awarded in every power plan. This is why the timing is great right now, because you're seeing the coin at a lower valuation, right, guys, between 10 and 19 cents right now. So once again, 3 months from now, 3 years from now, we'll never be able to get the coin at the value that it is today. It's not mandatory that you purchase a power plan, but many of you are seeing the parallels of what happened with Bitcoin and what's going to happen with the XECoin in the future, guys. That's why many of you are locking in your power plans as we speak. So now, for a limited time, if you buy any power plan before the 8th of April, 2017, you will receive 50% extra XEUs. Now, the 50% extra XEUs will be locked for 365 days, and it is a limited time offer from the 22nd of March to the 8th of April, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I tell people this, guys. If a company is willing to give you extra XEU units or XECoins, take them. Why? Because at the end of the day, guys, the timing aspect is beautiful. You have timing over hundreds of millions of people. So as you share this information, make sure they take advantage of this promo, not only so that they can benefit their families financially, but also so they can take advantage of getting the coin, the XEU, and the coins at a lower valuation, guys. So now, unmatched compensation plan that offers you an Infinity direct sales bonus, a dual team bonus, an Infinity matching bonus, and a weekly loyalty award. Let's talk about our XEU loyalty award program, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 1.5% loyalty award, and it's based on weekly XEU balance. So the XEU loyalty award issues 1.5% additional XEUs based on your XEU locked balance and deposits them into your XEU balance, available balance every week. You then have the option of depositing the awarded XEUs back into the weekly program or selling them on the internal trading platform using the euro pairing. Now, in addition, ladies and gentlemen, every 30 days, 10% of your locked balance in the program is deposited into your XEU available balance. You then have the option of depositing the awarded XEUs back into the weekly program or selling them on the internal trading platform using the euro pairing. Now, guys, there are currently no limits on redeposits for available XEUs into the lock program for an additional 1.5% loyalty award. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to make sure you understand one thing. This company wants to award you for helping us grow around the world. There are only 2 countries you cannot do business in, Iran and North Korea. Other than that, guys, cryptocurrency has no territorial restrictions, and neither does energy deregulation and energy storage solutions. So now let me give you an XEU loyalty award example, guys. So this is an example scenario only, guys. I'm not saying that these numbers are factual or correct. It is just an example so everybody knows, right? So let's say that today you purchased a power plant 5. And as an example, I don't know what the coin is trading on today. I didn't look at the screen when we were looking at it, but I will definitely look at it after the webinar. But let's say in this scenario, your power plant 5 today, you receive 50,000 XEUs. Now let's go get you a loyalty award. The loyalty award breakdown. So let's talk about your XEU lock program balance of 50,000 XEUs, right? Because again, you got 50,000 XEUs in this scenario. Now after 30 days, guys, 10% XEUs are unlocked, so that's 5,000 XEUs. Now XEU available, remember, you're getting a 1.5% loyalty award. So let's do a math. 50,000 XEUs times 1.5% equals 750 XEUs. Let's say there are 4 weeks in the month, right? Just as an example. In this example, that would be 3,000 XEU as a loyalty award. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you can sell the awarded 3,000 XEUs to other members on the trading platform for euro at the current trading price that will be deposited into your current account / cash account for many of you that know it as a cash account. Or you can redeposit the awarded 3,000 XEUs back into the locked XEUs for additional 1.5% awards. Now this means your XEU locked balance would now be 53,000 XEUs, right? Again, pretty simple scenario, guys. You can download this PowerPoint at the end of the presentation and you can review it. If you have any questions, you can always get back with the person that invited you to this webinar today, and they will definitely go over this with you because this is exciting, guys. I mean, to be able to get a loyalty award just because you saw the information before everybody else, right? So now let's talk about the XEU platform. This is the very first way we get paid, ladies and gentlemen. And again, it is not mandatory that you purchase a power plan. You can actually secure your position for absolutely free today. If you like what you see so far, guys, make sure you secure your position. Start building your marketing teams around the world. Now, obviously, for all of you that are trying to maximize the compensation model, many of you are locking in your power plan 5s, power plan 3s, power plan 7s, etc., etc. But here, guys, it doesn't matter if you have locked in a power plan or not. On your first generation, you qualify for a 5% direct sales bonus. Now, as soon as you hit 6,000 euros in personal sales, on your second generation, you open up another 3% bonus. So add it up, 5 plus 3 now is 8% as a direct sales bonus. When you hit 10,000 euros in personal sales on your third level, now you open up another 2% bonus. So let's do the math. 5 plus 3 plus 2. Now you're hitting 10% as a direct sales bonus, guys. Now, the beauty of this direct sales bonus, guys, from your fourth generation to infinity, when you hit 100,000 euros in personal sales, you can qualify for a 1% infinity bonus all the way down, guys. Remember, infinity doesn't stop at level 20, 2,000. It keeps going on and on and on. Now, to take advantage of the infinity direct sales bonus, guys, you personally need a minimum qualification of a power plan 5 or higher. Again, this is why the power plan 5 is the absolute most popular plan around the world. People are trying to maximize this entire comp plan, guys. And obviously the qualification is based on 100,000 euros in personal sales and gold rank status, guys. Now, one of the beautiful things about this direct sales bonus, guys, is that it is paid directly, 100% of it, into your current account, or as many of you know it, your cash account. Very easy to hit this direct sales bonus, guys. From day one, you can start making money. I tell people this. If you come in for free and work your way up and then you want to upgrade to a power plan, so be it, guys. But at the end of the day, whether you came in for free or whether you bought a power plan 5, 7, 3, it doesn't matter, guys. You can take advantage of this amazing comp plan. Now, the second way we get paid is called the dual team bonus or the binary bonus, as many of you know it, guys. It is very, very simple to qualify for this dual team bonus. And let me take some people from the webinar. I always like using some names. I'm going to use Beth. And let's see, Mark Simmons. I'm going to use Beth and Mark Simmons. Okay. So now, let's say that you have Sim. I'm going to use Sim at the very top, right? And Sim purchased a power plan 5, let's say, right? And then let's say that Mark Simmons purchased a power plan 5, and he's on Sim's left side, right? So now, Sim has a power plan 5. Let's say Mark has a power plan 5 on his left side, and Beth has a power plan 5 on the right side. So now, Sim is qualified for the dual team bonus, guys. It doesn't matter what power plan you purchase, guys. It can be a power plan 1 or a power plan 7. We don't care. As long as you have a power plan purchased and you have one personally sponsored marketing partner, like in this example, Sim sponsored Mark Simmons on the left, right? And Mark purchased a power plan. And then Sim also sponsored Beth on his right. So now he is qualified for a 10% dual team bonus on his pay leg or lesser leg. And in this example, guys, let's say that Mark Simmons is the power leg, right, in this example. So let's say that Mark had 6,000 euros in group sales on Sim's left side, and Beth had 5,000 euros in group sales on the right side. Well, in this example, Sim would earn 10% of the 5,000 euros in group sales on the pay leg or lesser leg and generate a bonus of 500 euros this week. Pretty powerful, right, guys? Because at the end of the day, we know that Beth is an absolute monster. She's going to go out and sponsor probably like 1,000 people. We know that Mark is an absolute stud. He's going to go out and sponsor like another 1,000 people. And Sim's going to go out and just literally light this up. But guys, many of you are building massive marketing teams around the world. The beauty of this is that you can get people started for absolutely free. But when they get that fire behind it, right, when they understand the ability to get the coin at a low valuation, many of them are going to upgrade, guys. That is what's going on right now. Now, when you hit personal sales of 100,000 euros, now you qualify for a 12% dual team bonus, guys. And again, it is very, very easy to qualify. You purchase a power plan, you sponsor one marketing partner that pays for a power plan on your left, and you sponsor one marketing partner that pays for a power plan on your right, and boom, it's off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's talk about the Infinity matching bonus, guys. So the matching bonus requires a minimum of 2,000 euros in personal sales. And in this example, guys, you have to have 3 personally sponsored marketing partners that purchase a power plan on your left and 3 personally sponsored marketing partners that purchase a power plan on your right. Once you hit those requirements, guys, now it's off to the races. Now you qualify for a 5% Infinity matching bonus on your first generation, a 5% Infinity matching bonus on your second generation, third generation, and fourth generation. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about generations, these are not levels. You can have 10 to 100 levels per generation. So imagine hitting 5% on all those generations, all those levels, guys. Pretty exciting. But what has people around the industry excited and talking about us, we have people leaving companies to come to us because we have an Infinity bonus from the 4th generation to Infinity. When you hit 250,000 euros in personal sales, ladies and gentlemen, you get a 5% Infinity matching bonus. Remember, that doesn't stop at level 200. It does not stop at level 2,000. It goes on and on and on. And obviously, to take advantage of the Infinity matching bonus, guys, you have to have a minimum of 250,000 euros in personal sales, Emerald rank status, and don't forget, guys, obviously many of you already understand this. You're excited, right? Many of you have to have a Power Plan 5 or higher to hit any Infinity matching bonuses in our company. Now, the Infinity matching bonus is paid down to the next member in your team who qualifies. And if you are plugging your people in, guys, and they're hitting this Infinity matching bonus, the commas on your check are going to get ridiculous, guys. So go out and share the information and bless people financially around the world. So now let's talk about some payout rules. 60% will be paid out every single Friday that you can withdraw to your bank, debit card, or use in our shop. And that's going to go into your current account, or cash account as many of you call it. Now the other 40% will be paid out every single Friday so that you can buy XECoins, and that will be paid out into your reserve account. Now the 60-40 payout rule, guys, applies to your dual team bonus and your Infinity matching bonus. Remember, on all direct sales, 100% of that goes into your current account. So now this is our recognition plan qualification, guys. Pretty simple. We only have 9 levels. So obviously when you hit gold, you qualify for your Infinity direct sales bonus. When you hit emerald, now you get your Tag Heuer smartwatch and your Infinity matching bonus. When you hit ruby, guys, now you're talking about a King Power Hublot watch. All you sapphires out there are going to get your 50,000 euro pension fund. And we have many diamonds in the rough on this webinar tonight, guys. We have some really amazing team members around the world that are crushing this, right? So all you diamonds in the rough, guys, when you hit diamond, now you're going to be rolling around in your BMW i8 Spider. What color are you going to pick, guys? Write it down, right? Red, black, flames, boxing gloves, butterflies. We don't care. It's your BMW. You can do whatever you want with it. And for all of you guys that obviously are going to take this to the very, very, very top, when you hit Royal Diamond, now you're going to qualify for a 1 million euro smart villa. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You heard that right. Whatever 1 million euros will buy you, the company will buy a smart villa and put it wherever you want. You want to put it in Hawaii, Thailand, Greece, Turkey, Spain, Italy. Guys, it's your villa. When you are working as hard as many of you are and you hit these recognitions, congratulations, guys. I wish you nothing but the best, and I know that you can do it. And at the end of the day, just make sure that you follow one rule. Save a room for Max so that I can come in and do training webinars and Snapchat your pool party. Other than that, we're okay, guys. So now let's talk a little more about the business structure. So on your screen, guys, this is our compliance, legal, audits, and accounting. This is the management for our parent company, XERGonics. It's called the XERGonics Investment Ltd. So they manage our parent company, XERGonics, Coda Energy, Vertigo, Neighborhood Power, and Bioactus. Now also, guys, we have XERGonics Investment Partners, the XERGonics Investment Trust, which manage the Global Power PTE, the Power on Xpress, the XERGonics Holding Inc., which manages our XECoin in global markets around the world. And at the end of the day, guys, if you go to xergonics.com, that's www.xergonics.com, this is a phenomenal company, guys. They have contractual agreements with the United States military, many industrial companies around the world, but at the end of the day, our logo, Power on Xpress, is on their homepage. It is awesome. So this is our main office in Singapore. Look at how beautiful this thing is, guys. And for many of you that got to go to our last event, thank you very much for coming out and meeting with the founders of XERGonics and the Power on Xpress. We hope that many of you can come to our next power meeting in Limassol, Cyprus, April 8th, 2017. We would love to have you and your team members come out. Look at how beautiful this scenery is, guys, and this is what you're going to get when you start working directly with the Power on Xpress and XERGonics in 2017. Now, we have another power meeting, guys. We call it a global event in May in Pattaya, Thailand. Again, guys, for those of you that have global connections, make sure that you share this information, guys. You only get one chance to tell the story first, and many of you are going to turn that into a financial windfall, ladies and gentlemen. What I love about what we just talked about, guys, is that really the power is now in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. What you decide to do with this information can literally change your life for generations to come, right? You can create generational wealth, guys. Do not let anybody tell you that you cannot do this, because at the end of the day, you have timing, and at the end of the day, you are working with disruptive technology, just like when we saw the internet, right? Just like when we saw the mobile device, just like when we saw e-commerce, guys. Many of the people that heard that information and got in front of that trend made a ton of money. Now, with the disruptive technology that is cryptocurrency and blockchain technology and energy storage solutions, guys, you're going to win massively. So thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us this evening. Again, my name is Max Garza III. I'm calling in out of North America. We will see you again Saturday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We hope that you can secure your position tonight and get started helping us build this company globally, guys. This webinar is now adjourned. God bless.